Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we're back with some more of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Last time we set off on a little bit of a journey. We were going to go deal with a Telvanni stronghold, but on our way there we decided, hey, you know what? There was this dungeon here, or this place that we died at when we were at a much lower level. We decided to come back and sort of have a rematch, which we did and we succeeded. Now, when I last left, there was a book called Corpse Preparation 3. And I remember having questions of like, hey, have we read this before? I'm not sure, and it does not appear that it is in my inventory. However, I was pretty sure it was in one of these chests. I was like, okay, it's in one of those chests. At least that's according to my memory. But in neither of these chests can that book be found. There's Corpse Preparation V1, Volume 1, but I remember it being Volume 3, specifically. And so I'm a little bit confused. Is the loot randomized to that extent? Is it because did I save before? Let me see. Let's load the game up. Let's see. Did I save before I? Let me see. Wait, that's a different save. Let me see. Worn chest. There's definitely different stuff in there here now. But I'm curious about this one here. This is the one with the book. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop that sucker open. Where's my probe? I'm tempted to just eat the. There we go. And Arcade the Enemy. Yeah, it's a different book. It even looks the icon looks different. So each time I've loaded the game, I've gotten a different book in there. Now I'm wondering if these contents are set because I've already taken the gold out. Maybe I've interacted with the chest, so I'm not getting anything from it. But this chest here, I don't believe I've taken anything from, so we got something a little bit different. Let's load the game. I want to see what kind of different combinations we get. We got Standard Restore Health and Quality Fortify Agility, as well as a goblet. All right, so we got Arcade the Enemy this time. We got Standard Fortify Personality, Disease Resistance, a cup, and this book seems to be the constant. We seem to be getting Nagasta, Kvata, Kvakis each time. See, this time here, we've only got an exclusive Fortify Intelligence and Corpse Preparation Volume 2 and a cup. I kind of wanted the reward from the last time, but you know what? I guess this will do. Fortify Intelligence, that's actually pretty good. 20 points for 60 seconds, and we'll grab this one here. And when we finally get the full set of the books, I will be putting them into a book club. So let's go ahead. We'll grab it. We'll loot it. We'll commit to this thing because fortifying intelligence is great if you want to start exploiting things. Now, I'm not sure if I want to be exploiting things, but yeah, maybe at some point I'll just be like, you know what? Let's just destroy the game like we did with Arena, because that game, you know what? That's an actually an interesting thought here because if we think about my stance, I've been like, no, I don't want to ruin the game. I don't want to be using exploits or anything like that. I don't know. Could you argue that what I did in Thunderfall, shock damage on touch? I hate these on touch things. Could you argue that what I did in Arena was exploiting the mechanics, or would you just say, you know, that's what I had to do? That's how I was just playing the game. Like, at what point do you draw that line, that arbitrary line of, hey, am I exploiting things, or am I just, you know, playing the game? And I don't know. It's an interesting thought because let's break this down. We're using the game mechanics in a way that causes us to win. Now, there is a certain point where things feel cheap, and I don't like things necessarily feeling cheap. Is there a way up there? Is that no? There's no other way to it from here. So I'm assuming that leads to another path. We'll have to use like levitation to get up there. We'll check that later. We'll check that later. I'm gonna go in a little bit deeper. So like in Arena, like would I have been able to do what I did? Would I have been able to walk through the game the way I had as a Nightblade without using some of those spells and the spell combinations? You know, it could be argued, well, that's part of the class, part of the characters. You know, using magic to succeed, and you know, being able to you know, getting stronger in that sense is part of the game. Maybe that was intended. You know, I think it comes down to what our expectations of what the creators what their intention was. You know, it's our expectation of what their expectation is. Now, at first, you know, I wanted to just go ahead and say, you know what, nah, you know, there is a line when things become too easy, but then, like, what is that line? You know, what comes to mind when I say that, I think of, fighting games. And there's always some people who will complain about, you know, let's just use Street Fighter, because it's a pretty well-known fighting game. You know, you may have heard of it. People, you know, they tend to, you know, you get Ryu, and he's just, you know, you just Hadouken, you just keep shooting the fireballs, and people really don't like that spammy thing. You know, some people just can't get over that, and they call that cheating. You know, you're abusing part of the mechanics to win. And those people there, I tend to kind of go, well, you just got to learn how to get past that. It's not necessarily a case of the game being broken there. It's like, you know, you've got to learn how to overcome those fireballs, learn how to time your jumps, you know, block at the right time, stuff like that. You know, fire your own fireballs back if you got the appropriate move. I think I'm just gonna need to levitate up. Do I have a actual levitation spell? No. I think I'm gonna have to just use... I don't want to use my, what is it, the heaven, the blade of something, right? It's, Steel Blade of Heaven, that's what it is. There we go. Amulet of Levitating, we'll try this. Actually, wow, yeah, I move a lot quicker like that. Oh, hello! Hi, people! Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna come over here, and I will battle you up close. There we go. And we increased our long blade skill. Perfect. But yeah, anyways, so, you know, I feel like there's a parallel between an extravagant robe. Actually, I don't believe I've ever seen this robe before. That's an interesting robe. There's something, like, attached to it. Interesting. Actually, that's a really cool staff, too. Wait, this is a named person. Draveni Hlaren. The Staff of Magnus. Well, that's just... Wow! Look at this sucker! Value. 210,000. Wow, I'm going to have to take that staff with me. Extravagant robe will leave that. Fire blade, blah, 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 blah. Ring of Tears. Meh. Cheap restore willpower. Okay, we'll just drop everything on the ground in case I need to come back for any of it. What other wonderful little things have we got here? Okay, so we got Scroll of the Gambler's Prayer. Scroll of Teveral's Hawkshaw, Detect Key, Damage Luck, Command Creature, Frost Shield. You know, I'm not interested in those. Ouch! What do I have? My endurance and my strength appear to be damaged. What were they damaged by? The spell? Did she hit me with some sort of damaging spell? Oh crap. Are they gonna be restored? See, I always get nervous around stat changes in Morrowind because you never know if they're gonna be permanent or not, and then it turns into this whole thing where, like, oh, do I gotta reload my save, or oh, what the heck? Oh no. Alright, there we go. What do we got? Darkest Darkness, I believe we've already read that. 1 piece of gold. Corpse Preparation Volume 1, that's cool. Restore Fortify Fatigue. Nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Alright, so do I commit? Do I quick save here? Because, you know, my stuff is damaged. I could always just, is there anything that will... Oh, that one could be good. Nice. Summon Daedroth for 120 seconds on self. I'll take it. Alright, Fortify Intelligence again. Alright. Let's go ahead and maybe, let's try resting and see if that does anything for our stats. It's 10 PM. Rest. It did an autosave for us, and no. No, we are still sitting with nice endurance and strength damage. Great. Is there a way for us to restore that? Alright, well I feel like this is kind of the end of this dungeon. Oh, that's right, there was one other area that we had not yet explored, so I'm going to run... Oh wait, there's something up there too. That was totally not the amulet that I thought it was. This is the amulet I thought it was. Alright, let's float on over here. We've got a couple chests. Both trapped, both locked. So, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and, we're gonna see what, fun treasures are in here. Then we are going to, probably warp out. Journeyman's probe, apprentice probe, whatever. And then, I'm gonna go ahead and get my attributes restored. Ooh, a Daedric staff. Well, that was worth it. I'll take the pearl. And the diamond, why not? Oh man, a Daedric staff, that is too, well, actually, wait, is that too heavy for me? Might be a little bit too heavy for me. I can't just leave Daedric stuff lying around. There we go. I didn't want to math in the moment. I'm just like, ugh. Some nice stuff here. I'll take the gold. I guess we'll leave the exquisite shoes and stuff, even though they're great for enchanting. Yeah. All right. These things seem to be all right. There's some nice stuff if I really wanted to go crazy enchanting. I feel like I'm always coming across that kind of stuff though. So I'm like, whatever. I'll run back to the other place. We'll check out what kind of loot right here. What kind of loot we can find. And then restore attributes, and then I will continue on my, well, looks like there was nothing here. And then we will continue on our quest up to the Telvanni Stronghold place mabob. There we go. So I came back to the Imperial Cult Altar, restored my attributes. I thought my strength was higher than that. No, I'm most definitely wrong. All right. Back to the rest of our journey. Now, this I find interesting. Now, I wanted to keep the game mostly vanilla because, you know, I've never beaten the game necessarily in its vanilla form. I've always had some sort of mods. Actually, I've never beaten the game, period. So I wanted my first time to be mostly, you know, true to the original, but I did allow for some graphical mods. Now, the way I know that the mod works, though, is it basically, it takes a look at, you know, far away, objects, and then it goes ahead and creates a distant lands for them. And then as I start getting close, it truly loads them into, you know, what's actually there in a memory. It's kind of, you know, just faking it at distance rather than just putting up a fog wall. Now, what I find interesting here is if we look in front of us, there's some things off to, you see, off to my, on the left-hand side of the screen, there's the Telvanni, I'm assuming stronghold that I'm here to, check out right here. Ovirith's grave, which I believe is right of Ovirith. All right, so yeah, to me that's this here. Now the question though then becomes, why is it not visible immediately? Why can I only see it out of the corner of my eye? And I think that's kind of it's unintentional, obviously, because the game was not intended to be. It wasn't intended to have this distant lands to it. But I think the effect is interesting. It makes me wonder, was this place here before, or is this a place that was placed here specifically for this quest? Did this tower, did this place exist prior to me accepting this quest? And I'm going to guess that it does not. However, I kind of like the effect of it. Being a Telvanni tower, being a bit more magical in nature. I like the idea that it is hidden from view at range, and it's not until you're almost upon it that the illusion starts to break down. Now, this is me just explaining what I believe, or we'll say explaining in universe or in game why this is happening. What I believe is happening is because this landmark, this place, this location is not part of the main game. I do not believe this is actually normally on the map. I'll have to go ahead and maybe take a look to verify this. But I believe that since it is not normally on the map, what happened is that the Distant Lands has no, it didn't take this into account when creating the long distance view of the world. And that's why there is this pop-in effect when there isn't for, many other things, like these Dwemer ruins off in the distance there, like that thing over there, that's what I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and bet that this thing was not here before I got this quest. Now, we came here to specifically, actually, I need to make sure, to kill Raynal Uvirith. All right, so I need to kill the person mob here. Okay, there's not another entrance here. Looks like there's a couple other stairs. I want to see what other. Actually, is that the same one I just looked at? I think there's only what? How many entrances? We got Aurelis' house. Okay, so we've got a couple different houses. Tower lower. I wonder if this is. That's an interesting thought. I never really thought about that. We're building a stronghold. What if the other houses are having their strongholds built simultaneously? And and while we build ours, they're building theirs at the same time. That's that'd be kind of cool. That would explain things. Yeah, that would explain why, like, our stronghold, the Hlaalu stronghold, wasn't present, and then, now it is. I'm wondering if it would do the same thing. I've got to be able to get to a place where I can look for my stronghold in the distance and see if it has the same pop-in. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and check out this tower. Now, I'm wondering, I think it would be kind of fun to try to just take out the mage. So, I think that the head of the stronghold, the head of the tower, would more than likely be up in the top part. So let's make our way up to the top. If this is the case, then technically, all you really need to do, Raynal Uvirith, I believe that's it. All right, so let's. Where's my? Oh, seriously, I don't have it on hotkey? Come on. Let's. We're gonna come up behind and just do one hit kill. If that's the case, that this is just the stronghold from the other house that you didn't do, then technically, in theory, it's possible for you to just. This is just ridiculous. It's possible for you to. Wait, I do have a restore strength spell. I'm feeling kind of like an idiot. It's okay. I never restore endurance, so it's yeah. All right. It's all good. I'm still good. There we go. Come on. Then you could technically just kill all the inhabitants of all the different places, and then still just end up walking away with, you could still have technically the strongholds from all three of the places, depending on the rewards. Like, I don't know if they're still populated with all the rewards that you would normally get. Let me see. Not really anything. Nah, kind of blah. All right, we'll just drop everything on the ground in case I want to come back and claim it. So that's it. Mission accomplished. Let me see, Jay. So we want to report back to Crassius Curio. Before we do so, though, there's a chest here with a master's mortar and pestle. What quality is the one I've got? I believe, yeah. I was gonna say I think I've got the Grandmaster one. Let me see. All right, before we leave, I just wanted to go ahead and take a look downstairs real quick, see if there was anything reward-like down there. Or what the heck? Oh, no, not really. Wait, is this it? Nothing here? Huh. Let me see the inside. tower, dungeon. Huh. Alright, well, I guess I'll stand up and run now. Stealth isn't as important anymore because I don't think there's anyone else here. Yeah. I guess that's that. Okay. Maybe, yeah, maybe this stronghold is not complete. I mean, that's also a possibility. Yeah. Alright, so actually, since we are, I want to head back to Cress's Curio. I really want to check my, or test my, theory. There we go. Come on, words, come out of my mouth. Said that really weirdly.
Greetings to you.
All right, we're gonna hit recall. Oh, dude, I've got all kinds of stuff. You know what? I'm not gonna drop any more stuff in your house because I'm scared it might disappear. I want to go back to my stronghold for two reasons. One, I want to see if it has a similar pop-in, which would then confirm that there was an addition that happened later. And I can also stop by there to drop off some things on my person, you know, stuff like that Daedric staff we got and all that. So I'll be right back when we approach the stronghold. All right, so from where I'm at, I decided to actually levitate. I'm probably gonna fall. Crap! Ow! Ow! All right, I'll just use that. Sorry. We'll take to the skies again. So from all the way out here, I do not see our stronghold. Can I see it out of the corner of my eye? No, not yet. Okay. And I'm fairly certain. Yeah, we can't see it with the distant lands. Not until I'm gonna go ahead and predict it until we get closer. I'm willing to bet the trees are gonna disappear and crap, and I'm gonna get hurt. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. There's that weird pop in, and it becomes more pronounced. Like we can see it a little bit better as we, depending on how far away we are from, or what angle we're looking at it from. So let me see. Try to get up on this rock, because this rock seems to be the point, the sweet spot. Yeah. See, there we go. Actually, a little bit further back would probably do, but you get the idea. So yeah, chances are that the Telvanni stronghold that we just raided was the one that we would have likely built, or maybe it's not. I don't know. That we would have built had we taken Telvanni as our house of choice. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop off ebony staff, a couple things in here, and you know what, guys? I don't think I'm gonna have time to get over to Mr. Cress's Curio. I believe I'm going to be out of time, so I'm gonna end things here while I'm dumping things off in my chest and junk like that. So yeah, we'll stop things here. If you guys liked the video, I'd like you to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you did not like it, well, go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.